final presentations. My name is Colin Fink, and I will be your MC for this evening. We are excited to have you all here with us tonight to celebrate the work that we have accomplished this semester. For a little rundown of the agenda tonight, we will start by giving you an inside scoop of Yacht, transition into the work we have accomplished this semester, and then give you a glimpse into the future of the agency. Now, without further ado, let's get started with a quick video. This has been no ordinary semester, but as you can see, this has not stopped Yacht from bringing the same energy and dedication to produce high quality work for our clients. Now, with that being said, the success of this semester would not have been possible without Yacht leadership, department leads, and faculty. So starting with our student leadership team, this semester we had Andrea Lim as Director of Account Strategy, Madeline Meyer as Director of Communication, myself as Director of Business Development, and Lucy Moran as Director of Multimedia. Our leadership team plays a key role in running the day-to-day operations of our Yacht departments. Working in collaboration with the leadership team, the department leads are the heads of their departments and serve as mentors to other Yachters. Our department leads this semester were Destiny Chitrodum in design, Marissa Scalora in social media strategy, and Brooke Lampkins as our multimedia strategist. Overseeing our student leadership and higher levels of Yacht is our faculty advisors. Our faculty advisors are Gemmalyn Griffin as Executive Director, Katie Kirchmerich as Creative Director, and Alan Eno as Multimedia Director. We are so grateful for all of the leadership and faculty within Yacht for all they have done to rise to the occasion, to continuing to produce high quality work during this unique semester. This semester, we had the honor to work with a diverse group of clients. This was one of the most ambitious semesters so far, as we had a total of 17 different clients, ranging from college partners to clients in nursing, wealth management, and technology. I am now happy to pass it to Andrea to talk about our internal process.
Thank you, Colin. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrea. The client work we'll be showing you tonight follows the RPI process, which stands for the 4 steps of research, planning, implementation, and evaluation. This is a strategic, research-based, and results-driven approach to producing work that matches the needs of our clients with their audiences. In research, we consider the problem and the audience. What do we know about them? What don't we know about them? This is where we dig deep. In planning, we outline goals and measurable objectives, then decide on the strategies and tactics that will make the brief. In implementation, we put the brief into motion. We develop all the creative deliverables and execute the plan to its fullest potential. In evaluation, we assess if the objectives were accomplished based on relevant metrics and key performance indicators. I would like to preface that not all client work we produce goes through all 4 steps due to the unique nature of each project, but we still keep to the RPI framework as a guide. Now that you know more about our process, let's hear from our first client team, the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources.
Hi, my name is Carly File, and I'm the account executive for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. This semester, we had the opportunity to work with them on their research and findings. With me presenting is our brand strategist, Dylan. our social strategist, Selena, and then we also have our copywriter, Janica. And now we'll hear from Dylan more on the research side.
So for the background of the Kastner online distance programs, they were aiming to have a stronger online presence for out-of-state students. Through the research we did this semester of surveys and interviews and last semester's secondary research, we came up with a strategy to increase viability of Kastner's brand on social media, emphasize the benefits of the flexibility and customizability of the Kastner's online programs, and it includes a target audience of 25 to 35-year-olds who are interested in agriculture and working a full-time job.
So after we learned more about the research, we were able to plan the digital content strategy for Kastner, which we will be utilizing social media and email communication. And this strategy will revolve to promote the flexibility of Kastner online programs, and social media posts will also feature student testimonials from the Master of Applied Science programs and then all of the online graduate programs. Additionally, email communication from Yacht we will provide templates and also graphics for the emails. And then additionally, by using MailChimp, we'll be able to provide Kastner with insights about the engagement on their emails. And then now Dylan is going to talk more next.
For the implementation for next semester, the next semester teams group will be focusing on creating Facebook posts and Instagram posts that will also double as ads for those platforms, LinkedIn ads, and Google AdWords. The creative direction that they will be focusing on will be choose your own path through UNL Kastner. And then here's Carly to finish it up.
So next semester, once we finish up all of our work for Kastner, we will be looking at these main KPIs as our evaluation. Next. So these will be our percent of higher enrollment numbers in the semester following the advertisements, the percent CTR of Google advertisements, the CTR of Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn advertisements, and our percentage referral rate increase in social and paid search. Thank you, and next we will hear from Climate Change Nebraska.
Hi everyone, my name is Brennan Spleakle. I was the account executive for Climate Change Nebraska. This is Ann Milroy, who is a multimedia specialist, and Emma Smith, who is a social media strategist. Our other members include Bobby, Kristen, Morgan, Brooke, Gentry, Jack, Libby, and Hunter. In terms of client specification, Climate Change Nebraska is an in-depth reporting class offered by the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, focusing on the impact of climate change in Nebraska. Regarding our project goals for Climate Change Nebraska, Yacht wanted to grow brand awareness for climate change among stakeholders, including activists, donors, and the media. This was also done with the intent of educating said stakeholders with an apolitical brand voice to ensure education without abrasive deliverables. Therefore, brand voice was a key motif when considering our work. When gearing up for production, our teams used client-provided fact sheets, and Yacht conducted additional research to solidify facts in the scripts. And now more from Anne.
So last semester, we produced 10 problem spoke videos highlighting areas that are being affected by climate change. This semester, we completed the 11th spoke on wildlife and started working on the solution videos. For these, we did research and gathered facts to form 8 scripts and storyboards, which we presented to the client. These videos focused on what is currently being done to help combat or to help slow the effects of climate change in Nebraska. Here is our wildlife spoke.
Droughts and floods have the potential to significantly impact the state with one of the nation's most river miles. Too much water, and those rivers and streams are awash in pesticides and fertilizers harmful to aquatic life. Too little, and there's a threat to marshlands drying up, a habitat critical to a variety of Nebraska wildlife. Dramatically less water in the South Platte also means much less water for Nebraska, which poses a variety of problems, including potentially dire consequences for the sandhill cranes. A warming planet also has cut deeply into the state's bee population, pollinators critical to maintaining plant production in Nebraska and everywhere else.
So throughout the semester working with Climate Change Nebraska, I, along with other members of our team, were able to produce content for their social accounts. After just 1 week and 2 posts on their account, we were able to see an over 3,000% increase in impressions, a 700% increase in profile visits, and 100% increase in website taps. Thank you, and next you'll be hearing from the College of Journalism and Mass Communication team.
Hello, everyone. This semester, we had the opportunity to work with the College of Journalism and Mass Communications. I'm Abigail Dowd, and I'm the account executive. With me tonight is Sabrina, our brand strategist, and Kyle, one of our photographers. Our team was also made up of Destiny, our graphic designer, Landon and Jenica, our copywriters, and Gentry, another one of our photographers. Some background on this client. The College of Journalism website content, including features and awards, is outdated and most of it before 2018. Our goal as a team was to make sure the website content was up to date for both current and prospective students.
Thank you, Abby. So what we did for our website audit is we went through and focused on 3 main points: technical, copy, and design updates. We filtered through page by page and clicked on all of the links to decide what needed to be updated in order to move into user testing. We also had photography updates, which Kyle will talk about now.
For photos, it was divided up into 2 sections: building shots and interactions. For building shots, we highlighted the exterior shots of the College of Journalism and also the various rooms inside of the college. For interactions, we focused on student-to-student interactions and student-to-faculty interactions. All these photos will be utilized for the website.
For our research, we were not able to conduct primary research right now, but we will be moving in with evaluation next semester with our KPIs. What we want to focus on right now is our new versus returning users, our bounce rate, our number of organic searches, and our click-through rate percentage. Thank you so much, and next you'll be hearing from Girls Code.
Hello, my name is Bree Tenholzen, and I am the account executive for the Girls Code Lincoln team. Presenting with me are videographers Lindsay and Brooke. The other members of our team are Logan, Morgan, Brooke, and Brenna. First, we want to show you what Girls Code is. Girls Code is a nonprofit organization that strives to ignite a passion for technology and leadership in young girls, with the long-term goal of closing the gender gap in STEM. The target audience of their deliverables was 4th to 9th grade students interested in technology and possible volunteers and donors. Now I will hand it off to Brooke.
The goal of our deliverables was to tell the story of Girls Code and specifically increase brand awareness in the Lincoln community to non-tech people. We also wanted to encourage involvement from donors and volunteers. For the deliverables, our main project was a Who We Are video for the Girls Code website, and then we also created 2 30-second videos for social media. Lindsay's going to tell you a little more about those.
For this client, we were charged with creating 3 different videos that would achieve these goals, and ultimately we focused on 2 students in the program and also 1 volunteer. And after this, there will be a short video of one of the examples that we produced.
Girls Code Lincoln is a really important part of my life, and I feel like I've created such a good relationship with the people in the group. It's really just such a strong community of girls who inspire each other to do better.
It's just a place where I can come, be myself, and learn more about not only technology, but also making new relationships with people here.
Girls Code Lincoln will be able to evaluate the success of this campaign through the metrics seen on the screen. Thank you, and the next team you will hear from is Hostile Terrain.
Hi, so this semester we had the opportunity to work with Hostile Terrain 94 and work on producing a couple of videos for them. With me presenting is Carter, our brand strategist, Anne Milroy, our senior multimedia specialist. Also working on the team are Tao, our graphic designer, Landon, our copywriter, Riley, Sydney, and Aaron, who are our multimedia specialists, and Brooke, our multimedia strategist. And now we will hear from Carter.
Hostile Terrain 94 was organized by a number of individuals, both from in the state and across the country. These individuals created the Undocumented Migration Project to memorialize those who lost their lives crossing the U.S.-Mexico border in the Saharan Desert. We as a team then wanted to raise awareness and drive engagement to the project, specifically with the Lincoln and Omaha exhibitions. Along with secondary research methods, we conducted 10 in-depth interviews. All the individuals we interviewed were experts and individuals that somehow interacted heavily with the exhibitions. I will next hand it to Anne.
So this was such an eye-opening project. My team was tasked with creating 2 videos this semester. One 2-minute promotional video to attract audiences to the various locations of the traveling exhibit, and one 10-minute documentary-style video further explaining the exhibit and connecting this global problem to a local context. For these, we conducted 10 interviews of migration experts, student volunteers, and members of the team who put the exhibition together. This semester, we put quotes from each to form a narrative script based off of 3 main topics: migration on a global scale, the details of the exhibit, and connecting migration at the U.S.-Mexico border all the way to Nebraska. This semester, we completed the promo video, the interviews, and scripting, and Yacht will complete the 10-minute video in the spring. Here is the beginning of our promo video.
Hostile Terrain 94 launches a conversation on how government policies impact the lives of immigrants in Nebraska, the U.S. borderlands, and throughout the world. The exhibit showcases 3,200 handwritten toe tags, one for each immigrant who died trying to cross the Sonoran Desert between the mid-90s and 2019.
Thank you for watching our promo video. After we finish our 10-minute video next semester, these are the tactics that we will use to evaluate: percent watch-through rate, the number of surveys answered at the end of the video, the number of organic search queries, and the percent engagement with the video on social media. Thank you, and next we will be listening from Husker Dialogues.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Brennan Spleakle. I was the account executive for Husker Dialogues. Joined with me today is Riley Duke, our brand strategist, and Tal Huynh, who is our graphic designer. Our other team members include Marissa, Morgan, and Janica. And now from Riley.
So a little background on Husker Dialogues. It is an event that encourages first-year students to ignite meaningful conversations of diversity and individuality within the Husker community. The overarching goal for this client was transforming them from being a previously completely in-person event to a digital platform for their target audience of incoming freshmen.
When facing the implications of teaching the Husker Dialogues curriculum in a fully virtual world, we devised a creative brief and key messaging plan to address the transition of Husker Dialogues. We marketed to UNL students with their unique involvements and identities in mind, and pinpointed institutions on campus with diversity and social depth. These included UCOM, who we partnered with to maximize student outreach, ASUN, and Greek Affairs, and now to Tal with more of the hands-on deliverables.
For Husker Dialogue, we follow the university branding and use brand guide as our foundation during the design process. We choose to design a logo to distinguish Husker Dialogue from other mandatory programs during the first week of the semester. We want the logo to showcase the continued inclusion conversation on campus. This leads to the overlap speech bubble as the logo. The bubble are modeled after the text bubble on the mobile device to give the modern look to the logo. After observing an overwhelming use of scarlet red on campus, we choose the colors cerulean and cream from the university secondary color palette to further distinguish the event. We still maintain the use of Liberator font in scarlet and white to fit the university overall branding. Our goal was to utilize university-wide channel to reach as many first year as possible to explain the importance of the event.
In terms of key performance indicators, we found that approximately 4,000 participants attended. This was a success in our eyes. Other variations of evaluation would include analyzing new versus returning users, site referrals, and click-through rates. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's hear from Yacht Internal.
Hi, I'm Paige. I'm the account executive for the Yacht Internal marketing team, joined by Tao, our graphic designer, and Brooke Rage, one of our multimedia specialists. Also on our team, we had Dylan, Marissa, Taylor, Brooke, Gentry, Kyle, and Riley. For internals marketing team this year and our recruitment campaign, we really wanted to highlight the diversity that Yacht has on our crew, including students from other majors and colleges outside of the College of Journalism and Mass Communication. So with this campaign, our goal was to increase awareness of Yacht within the UNL community outside of our college, change the perception of Yacht from being exclusive to being welcoming for all majors, and we just wanted to increase the number of applicants that we had from outside of the college.
In the planning stage, we created all of our deliverables off one concept, which was started as a blank. This blank would be filled in from two different perspectives, one from a student in Yacht and one from Yacht alums. So this key message was the foundation for all of our deliverables. So the student in Yacht would say, started as a whatever major they were, now I'm a yachter, and then the alums would say, started as a yachter, now I'm a whatever their current profession is. We use this example for the recruitment campaign videos, and graphics for social media, and we wanted to really show our audience that being in Yacht is a stepping stone for many opportunities. Here's an example of the outline that each of our recruitment videos followed.
Started as a yachter, now I'm a marketing coordinator.
We noted Yacht has a signature blue color in many posts. To separate the recruitment, we decided to reduce the use of that signature blue and darken the background with the Yacht pattern to tie back to our branding. We usually use abstract shape in Yacht blue to highlight our tagline. By reducing the use of Yacht blue, we actually highlight the color of Yacht. And for the social media posts, this graph was used across our social media. We used to reach a diverse group of students that study and interested in Yacht agency. Due to the pandemic, we'll focus most of our campaign outreach on social media, and to retain the viewer interest throughout our recruitment period, we decided to create a series of posts that finish and connect to each other when we all publish.
And in terms of evaluation, we had one of the most successful semesters for recruitment that we've seen, with 91 Yacht applications. Compared to last semester, we had 77 applications, and 12 were from other colleges last semester. This semester, we had 20 students apply from 6 different colleges. So that was very successful for us this semester. On our Wix website, where the application lives, 64.41% of the visitors to the site during recruitment were new visitors. On our Instagram, 792 was the average number of accounts we reached per post. And on our Twitter, Per tweet during recruitment, 994 was the average number of impressions received. And next, we will hear from the Malone Center team. So I was also able to serve as the account executive for the Malone Center team, joined by Destiny, who is our graphic designer, and Gentry, one of our photographers. Also on our team was Sabrina, Landon, and Kyle. The Malone was a pro bono client for our diversity and inclusion initiative at Yacht, and the goal for the Malone was to produce deliverables that reflected their brand new rebranding. And we did this with some research. We conducted a focus group with the various directors at the Malone to understand each of the programs offered and how we could best represent them. And we also did some secondary research by finding statistics for both the teen and youth program brochures to best convey the importance that these programs have.
So throughout the semester that we were able to capture photo shoots from 3 separate photo shoots for Malone. The very first, we captured images for the youth after school program. The second, we captured images of the teen program. And the third, we were able to capture images of Malone staff. Throughout the semester, we were actually able to provide the client with about 300 images. These images will be used for social media, to update Malone's website, and they were also used in order to create 3 out of the 4 brochures that we made for Malone this semester.
As for implementation, we created business cards, a letterhead, and along with 4 brochures that highlights each of their individual programs. So the youth programs, teen programs, maternal wellness programs, and along with the general brochure that goes over all of their other programs in detail. My goal when creating these brochures was to encompass Malone's positive and inclusive role in Lincoln's community. So through the organic shapes with the pictures and the repeating patterns, I was able to capture Malone's brand voice, and I created brochures that were cohesive and can be distributed to their Lincoln families and other donors that were needed for more information.
So in terms of how the Malone could evaluate the success of our deliverables would be to see how many new donors they could receive based off of the brochures that we created, an increase in awareness of the Malone's program offerings in the community, an additional number of new community partners based off of these deliverables, and also how many new program users the programs receive after seeing the materials. So next you will hear from the Masters of Engineering Management team.
Hello, everyone. We had the opportunity to work with the Masters of Engineering Management program. I'm Abigail Dowd, and I was the account executive on this account. With me tonight is Riley, our brand strategist, and Julia, one of our multimedia specialists. Our team was also made up of Macy, our graphic designer, Morgan was our copywriter, Mira, our web developer, Brooke, our multimedia strategist, and Taylor and Libby were our other multimedia specialists. Some background on this client. The Masters of Engineering Management program wanted to increase their overall brand awareness. Our goal was to drive increased enrollment as well as illustrate the story and impact that this program has had on their members, both professionally and individually. The methods of our research was through focus groups and identifying key target audience personas and creating a key messaging plan.
After conducting the primary research of focus groups, we devised an overall key message for the client of the MEM program is the right place for you and offers flexibility in meeting your career goals to reach career fulfillment. We devised this message as well as based the rest of the campaign on the 8 themes provided to us by the client. These themes were online learning, designed for working professionals, customizable, quality, relevance, value, military friendly, and distinguishing between MEM and MBA programs.
MEM was a client that gave us the opportunity to start completely from scratch with all of our work. So for the multimedia team, that meant we got to create storyboards, we got to create the entire vision for our deliverables, and we got to produce the videos. We were charged with creating 6 testimonial videos and 6 optimized versions for each of the testimonials. And now we'll watch one of the optimized versions.
One of my favorite things about the MEM program was how relevant the coursework was for what I was doing as an engineer. I went into it wanting to strengthen my working knowledge of business and operations, but I was surprised by how much I was also able to strengthen my engineering foundation. The core MEM classes that you go through help you understand how to be a better technical leader, how to properly analyze risk before you make a decision, how to create a better strategy. I can honestly say that there wasn't one single class that I took that didn't help me with my professional development as a working engineer.
I hope you enjoyed watching one of our testimonial videos. Overall evaluation of this program will be through the percent of increased enrollment. The program will also be able to watch evaluate through the percent of click-through rate, percent of site referrals, number of organic searches, and the percent of bounce rate. Next, we'll be hearing from Mobile Me and You.
Hi, I'm Jamie, the account executive for Mobile Me and You, and this is Mackenzie, our social strategist. And the rest of the team that made this semester's work possible includes Sabrina, Khalifa, and Kristen, Janica, our copywriter, and our multimedia team, Brooke, Hunter, and Brenna. Mobile Me and You is a mobile-first conference that explores how to think differently about storytelling on mobile and social media platforms to better reach their target audiences of today and tomorrow. Yacht's goal was to increase in-person attendance and awareness of the conference, particularly among industry professionals.
When initially planning the best strategic method for their social media, we decided that our goal for this semester was to be educational focused and post articles and topics related to Mobile Me and You, as well as position them as the go-to to learn about media and emerging technology. Then the goal for spring 2021 is to focus on promotional content through social media and create videos of speakers that will be at the conference. As for the execution of our fall strategy, this was done by posting popular topics like augmented reality and geo-targeting. From there, I found that augmented reality was very popular because it had about a 200% increase in shares. Because of its popularity, I created an Instagram Reel to demonstrate how to use AR from your mobile device. The Instagram Reel created a huge increase in traffic and engagement to their page, which you will find on the next slide.
We're starting to see a steady growth through the educational content we've been posting on our social media over the course of the semester, and you can see that by looking at these metrics, taking a special look at the 212.5% increase in content interactions specifically on Instagram, as well as the 1,158% increase in accounts reached on Instagram. These are smaller numbers, but this will really help set up Mobile Me and You as we grow in following and move into the next semester by producing promotional content for the 2021 conference. Next, you'll hear from the Nebraska Collegiate Consortium team.
We had the pleasure of working with the Nebraska Collegiate Consortium this semester. My name's Madison, and I was the account executive on this team. Up here with me, I have Carter as our brand strategist and Mira as our web designer. Our team was also made up of Eden as our graphic designer, Landon as our copywriter, and Selena as our social strategist. Carter is going to share about the research that we did for this brand.
Nebraska Collegiate Consortium partners with Nebraska colleges to promote the well-being of students through mental health advocacy programs and substance abuse education. Our team wanted to refresh the organization's brand identity to reflect expansion and improve awareness among the existing target audience. Along with secondary research methods, we conducted 2 surveys. The first survey was sent out to current existing stakeholders, to gauge current brand perception, and then the second survey we sent out was to gauge perceptions of possible changes. We'll next hand it back over to Madison to talk about planning.
Yeah, so we began our planning process by first doing a brand audit where we reviewed the current brand identity and the image and the future direction of the brand. We then moved forward with an industry audit where we researched various organizations in the industry and incorporated the ideas that we thought would fit best with the brand. As for the deliverables, we started with a brand guide, which included the new name that we created for the brand, which is now called the Nebraska Collegiate Prevention Alliance. The brand guide also included a new logo, an updated mission and vision statement, a new landing page, a brochure. And now Mira is going to talk a little bit about the implementation.
So for the logo, we opted to use the new colors and remodernize the entire brand and promote collaboration through the top design. And then we also redesigned the brochure and gave it a refresh with the brand. And then for the landing page redesign, we focused more on the stakeholders, and we wanted the landing page to serve as a quick access hub for all of the necessary information that stakeholders might need. And so we incorporated the refreshed colors and overall updated the look and feel.
Now, although we were unable to perform an evaluation on this brand, we would recommend measuring the percentage of unique website visitors, as well as the percentage of click-through rates, the number of organic search queries, and a lower percentage of a bounce rate. Thank you, and next you will hear from the Nebraska Civic Engagement Table team.
Hello, my name is Cassie, and I was the account executive for the Nebraska Civic Engagement Table. Up here presenting with me today is Lindsay. Also on our team was graphic designer Eden, copywriter Morgan, multimedia strategist Brooke, and multimedia specialist Julia, Riley, and Erin. The Nebraska Civic Engagement Table works with nonprofits to increase voting and build an engaged Nebraska. They also connect different organizations with volunteers. Their goal was to increase voter registration through a series of video ads. Next, I will have Lindsay talk about planning.
This semester, we were in charge of creating 4 different videos that targeted 4 different target audiences. Each of these videos was strategized by our own multimedia team and were executed within this semester. After this is a video of one of the examples that we created.
I don't think there's ever been a program like that in the States where you go through organizer training and then you actually get to do your training in whatever organization that you get partnered with. Community is a very powerful tool, and we need to lean in on one another in our community and listen with empathy.
We will evaluate the following success of these videos by looking at the following KPIs: play rate, engagement count, view count, and conversion rate. Next, you'll be hearing from the Nebraska Nurses Foundation.
I also had the pleasure of working with the Nebraska Nurses Foundation this semester. Again, I'm Madison, and I was the account exec for this team, and I'm also up here with Kristen, who is our graphic designer, and our team also had Morgan as our copywriter. To start off with the research, we did background research on the Nebraska Nurses Foundation and found that it promotes and advances the nursing profession as well as enhances the health and well-being of Nebraskans. The goal of this project was to create a book that showcases the real stories of Nebraska nurses during the global pandemic. To begin the planning process, we were tasked with creating 4 single-page layouts and 1 double-page layout, as well as 2 promotional graphics in order to promote the book.
The book was created to display information in a creative way by using wave-like dividers to break up the large bodies of text in a visually appealing way that keeps the viewer engaged as they're reading through the large bodies of text. It is meant to carry their eyes from one side of the page to the other and uses a grid-based system with copy and image hierarchy.
As for the evaluation for this project, we would recommend measuring the percentage of click-through rates through the promotional emails, the number of direct mail registration, the percentage of site referrals, and the percentage of engagement. And next, you'll be hearing from the team who manage NVC Wealth.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I was fortunate enough to serve as the account executive for NVC Wealth. And this is Bobby, our brand strategist, and the rest of the team that made up NVC Wealth was Mackenzie, Janica, and Macy. NVC Wealth is a financial planning company, and we were tasked to create a full rebrand for them.
So during the research process, we conducted surveys, focus groups, and a substantial amount of secondary research geared toward answering a few questions that NVC Wealth is facing. How do they grow their existing audience? How do they successfully expand into new markets? And how do they overcome negative perceptions of the financial planning industry? 3 of our main takeaways from the research process were consumers largely don't understand the role of a financial planner. They want to feel connected to their advisor on a human level, and they feel most trusting of advisors who are able to break things down into easily digestible pieces of information. Our research of the audience and audit of the client and industry audits inspired a creative direction true to NVC Wealth's roots. We named this brand identity concept the generational tree, basing it on a few brand archetypes that best reflect who the brand is and who it will become. This semester, our team's designer began some early concepting of the design elements and imagery that will be used to bring this brand identity to life. We chose colors that are associated with feelings of familiarity, steadiness, and trust, and emphasize organic shapes in our design to convey a focus on natural, sustainable growth. The photos pictured next to these concepts particularly resonated with the client as examples of the sort of imagery that we'll be using to refresh NVC Wealth's website. This brand identity will serve as the basis for the spring team's execution of the creative deliverables.
The creative deliverables will be produced in the implementation phase for this client, include a brand guide, branded social media templates and content, as well as a landing page redesign and SEO. The new creative direction that Bobby just went over will guide these creative deliverables and will help position NVC Wealth as a leader in the financial planning industry, standing out from their competitors. Moving into evaluation, the KPIs that Yacht and the client will keep a pulse on to see and measure the success of the campaign include new organically sourced clients gained, the number of new page likes and followers on their social media channels, the percentage of unique returning website visitors, and the number of shares, likes, and comments on their social media posts. Next, you will hear from the Omaha Collegiate Consortium team.
Hello again. My name is Cassie, and I was the account executive for OCC. Up here presenting with me is Anne, multimedia specialist. Also on our team was Riley, brand strategist, Emma, social strategist, Destiny, graphic designer, Luke and Janica, copywriters, and multimedia specialists, Hunter, Sydney, and Lindsay. OCC is a branch of NCC. They partner with Nebraska colleges to promote the well-being of students through mental health advocacy programs and substance abuse education. The goal was to produce 2 videos over the Good Samaritan law and sexual consent that will be used in a prevention program for incoming freshmen to push them to self-reflect. Next, Anne will talk about planning.
We made 2 educational videos to pair with the client substance abuse survey for first-year college students, one on the Good Samaritan law and one on consent. We made scripts and storyboards for the 2 videos, recruited actors, props, and shooting locations to bring them to life. For the consent video, we showed the different aspects of sexual consent with diverse couples to illustrate what exactly it does and does not look like. For the Good Samaritan law video, we took a first-person perspective approach to show the viewer how alcohol poisoning is often brushed off as not a big deal, while also giving examples of how to recognize these and handle these kinds of situations. Here is a glimpse into our Good Samaritan law video.
Hey man, is he good? Oh yeah, he's fine. He just needs to sit down for a bit. Are you sure? He seems a little iffy. Nah bro, it's fine, trust me. How long have they been out here for?
I think just about a couple hours. We knew he was drunk, but we didn't know how bad.
Alright. They're showing signs of alcohol poisoning. I'm gonna call some paramedics. You guys aren't gonna get in any trouble tonight because of the Good Samaritan law.
To evaluate the success of these videos, we will be looking at the watch time, average viewing duration, audience retention rate, and engagement. Next, we will be hearing from the Omaha Public Schools.
Hi everyone, again, my name is Bree Tenholzen and I am the account executive for the Omaha Public Schools team. Presenting with me today is Mira, our web designer. The other members of our team are Bobby, Eden, Morgan, Brooke, Lindsay, and Anne. First, we wanted to give you a little background on Omaha Public Schools. To celebrate their 160th anniversary, Omaha Public Schools added a 5-panel mural that recounts the district's history and envisions the future. The spring and summer teams at Yacht conducted a brand audit for Omaha Public Schools. They also produced a creative brief that details the tone and creative aesthetic for the launch campaign, and they also began work on the creative deliverables. Once the final panel of the mural was installed this fall, our team was able to complete many of the deliverables. These include the brochure, the website and landing page, the artist interview video, the oral history video, and a social content calendar with our Instagram and Facebook graphics. The target audience of these deliverables was the Omaha community and the Omaha Public School sponsors. Mira will show you some of our mock-ups.
So our our graphic designer Eden created this brochure that will be placed near the mural for visitors to learn more about the mural, and it is color-coded by era for visitors to be able to easily identify which era they're looking at and learn more about the different facets of the mural. She also created social media graphics, which will be used as part of the PR plan, and then the website will also contain different pieces of the mural and give more information to visitors to learn more about OPS's history digitally. And for the website, we opted for a colorful and visual design, which is similar to the brochure and will let visitors be able to distinguish different eras based on color.
Omaha Public Schools has not yet decided on a date to launch our campaign, but once they do, they will be able to measure the success of the campaign through the video's play rate, view count, engagement count, and conversion rate of new sponsors. The same with Instagram and Facebook, they can measure the impressions, profile visits, website clicks, and reach. Thank you, and next you will hear from University of Nebraska Medical Center.
Hello again, my name is Abigail Dowd and I was the account executive for the University of Nebraska Medical Center. With me tonight is Mira, our web designer. Also, our team was made up of Marissa, our social strategist, Macy, our graphic designer, Landon, our copywriter, Kyle, our photographer, multimedia specialist Brooke, and Aaron, Jack, and Sydney, our multimedia specialists. Background on this client. The University of Nebraska Medical Center wanted to increase brand awareness to veterans with the use of their HRSA grant. Our goal was to drive veteran enrollment at UNMC. The methods we would do this through was research carried over from last semester, including focus groups, interviews, key stakeholder surveys, and 3 deliverables. Our key planning included a brand audit, a competitor audit, and then our deliverables, a veteran-specific landing page, a recruitment video telling the story of the HRSA grant, and a social media content strategy, including templates.
So for the landing page, this landing page contains information for potential veteran students and features the recruitment video and testimonials from current students to promote enrollment in this program. And I'll pass it back to Abigail.
Our multimedia team was able to go to UNMC's Lincoln campus and follow 2 students around with ties to both the military and nursing school. We will now watch the promotional video that they created.
UNMC was the best place to come for nursing because of its reputation. People always talk about the great education that they received here, and I knew that
At UNMC, I'd be surrounded by people who were serious about their education, and not only serious about their education, but serious about making a difference and helping people in a meaningful way.
The key performance indicators that we recommend for the client to watch out for is the number of organic search queries, the number of veteran applicants to the program, the percentage of unique visitors, and the percentage of engagement on social media. We will now hear from Madeline Meyer about Yacht initiatives.
Thanks, Abigail. This semester, our yachters were able to gain experience through producing the client work you just saw, as well as develop professionally through our new initiative called Yacht Pro. Yacht Pro is a professional development initiative that focuses on giving our students training and tools that help them grow. We were able to have many speakers chat with us this semester from a wide variety of careers in advertising and public relations, as well as work with professionals in the area who mentored and worked with our yachters. To Pixel Bakery, Trevor Meyer, Liv LeBlanc, our guest speakers, and industry professionals, thank you. Now we'll hear from Jamie Brunken about our What's Next at Yacht.
Thank you, Madeline. As we celebrate and wrap up a successful semester at Yacht, let's look ahead at some things to come, including a new public relations department, diversity and inclusion initiatives, and our spring 2021 leadership. We are so excited to announce that starting in spring 2021, Yacht will have a public relations department. The idea of adding public relations services and positions to Yacht came from PRSSA and their current president, Lauren Tritch, and Paige and I, a fellow account executive, worked this semester to create all the necessary collateral to ensure we would be able to launch this PR department in the coming semester. The main goal and focus next semester will be to work with Yacht internal and potentially an external client. This will help the department and agency gain more experience and credibility in the Lincoln community and beyond when it comes to public relations services. This PR department will help Yacht in becoming a full-service agency and acquire new clients that otherwise might not have considered Yacht previously. Another initiative Paige and I were able to work on this semester was to co-chair the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. One of the major events was Anchor Week, a week-long celebration of diversity and inclusion initiatives throughout the agency. Diversity and inclusion have always been strong pillars of Yacht, and this week gave students the opportunity to realize that amongst each other. The highlight of the week included a presentation from Dr. D.A. Graham on how to achieve social justice through nonviolent communication. Other events throughout the week included a mini Husker dialogue session to allow students to engage in meaningful conversations with one another, and a social hour to continue the conversation. We are implementing D&I efforts not because focusing on it has become popular, but because it's at the foundation of Yacht and who we strive to be. Serving on this committee was an amazing experience, and we're so excited to see how it grows in the future, especially having just hired our first ever diversity and inclusion position next semester. Following that exciting look ahead, it's time to announce the upcoming leadership team for spring 2021. Brennan Splekel will be the Director of Account Strategy, Lauren Tritch, the Director of Communication, Tristan Powell, the Director of Multimedia, Colin Fink, the Director of Business and Operations, and myself, I will be the Director of Public Relations. And I will now hand it back to Colin to wrap up tonight's presentation.
The success of this semester and the exciting future of Yacht would not have been possible without each and every one of you, and we'd like to take a second to thank you. So first, let's recognize our graduating seniors. Thank you to our senior yachters, Ann Milroy, Julia Strokivsky, Carter Dawson, Aaron Dorneman, Riley Duke, Gentry Shop, and Logan McIntyre. We value all your hard work and talent each of you have brought to Yacht, and we will miss you all. So best of luck in your future endeavors. Now to our faculty, clients, and donors. Thank you to our faculty for their mentorship and leadership they have provided us, especially during this unusual school year. Thank you to all of our amazing clients for partnering with us, and thank you to our donors for your support of the Yacht Summer Internship and continued contributions to Yacht. Now, as we wrap up our evening, we want to remind you that we couldn't have done this without our agency community here in Lincoln and Omaha. They really have helped us through workshops and mentorship to bring our work to that of industry standards. So I do want to finish by saying that if you like what you saw today and see a partnership with Yacht in your future, please reach out through any of the following channels to set up a meeting. Now, thank you everyone and have a safe and happy holidays.